Welcome to Ask the Lawyer radio podcast with attorney Brian Figueroa of the law firm Figueroa and Associates. This podcast features a recording of our most recent radio show. We hope you enjoy the show, which features news, views, and interviews on matters such as immigration, personal injury, bankruptcy, divorce, family law, estate planning, wills and probate, deed transfers, civil rights, criminal defense, workers' compensation, and taxes, both individual and business. You can contact us at 855-768-8845 or visit us at www.askthelawyer.us. You have questions? We've got the answers.
Good day. My name is Brian Figueroa of the law firm Figueroa and Associates. This is Ask the Lawyer. You got questions, we got answers. The number to call, the number to keep, the number to share is 855-768-8845. Again, 855-768-8845. Welcome to America. We have our president-elect, President Trump, better known as KKK Russian Trump. One day we will talk about that. Now, what we learned from Trump's first administration was that, obviously, what he tells you, you have to take it seriously. He said that he's going to come after immigrants. He will. Everything that he has promised, most likely he will do. He will obviously help the very wealthy, and he really doesn't care about the poor. And when we say poor, that's the majority of Americans. Those who voted for him and those who voted for Kamala, a lot of those people are what we call low-income people, whether or not they want to acknowledge it, but that's what they are. And if they listen and they're educated enough to interpret what he has promised, it means that these people's lives is going to be miserable. So, welcome to our deportation inoculation. It wasn't necessary under the Biden administration, but it is necessary under the Trump administration. What is deportation inoculation? Well, become a U.S. citizen. If you have your green card for 4 years, 9 months, apply for your citizenship. If you're married to a U.S. citizen, and you could then file your citizenship after 2 years, 9 months. That's your deportation inoculation. Yes. What is good about it? Any child under 18, when you become a U.S. citizen, and that child is your child, that child derives citizenship from you. That child becomes a U.S. citizen. So you, the parent, may not obviously make a mistake in the adult part of your life, but your children may make mistakes. So if your child is a green card holder and you do not want your child to be deported, and this obviously was under the Biden administration or the Trump administration, you need to become a citizen before your child's 18th birthday. Don't wait until the last minute. Don't wait until year after year for whatever. Oh boy, I want to go back to Jamaica and live. I don't want to become a U.S. citizen. Oh boy, I want to go back to Ghana. Oh boy, I want to go back to whatever country. From the time you qualify to be a U.S. citizen, especially if you have children, young children, apply for your citizenship. What else do we know? Well, under the Trump administration, more people are going to be filing for bankruptcy. Yes, Chapter 7, Chapter 13 bankruptcies. If you cannot pay your debt because your income is too low, or the price of goods are too high because of the tariffs Trump is going to put on China, yes, most of the goods or services that we may get from other countries, when you put an excise tax on it, the government gets money, you pay more. Yes, it's called the elasticity of demand and supply. So you have to make sure, obviously, you want to pay your bills. What bills are you going to pay if the price of everything is going up? Those are the part of the consequences of having a Trump administration. So you get into debt, you're losing your home in a foreclosure action, give us a call. We could do a Chapter 7, Chapter 13, and when you do a Chapter 7 bankruptcy, what does that mean? You get rid of all the debt, and if you own a home, you could keep your home. Yes. What has happened in the past? The New York Times did an article over a decade ago. They said that when black and brown people go to bankruptcy attorneys that are white, they normally tell their clients to do a Chapter 13 rather than a Chapter 7. Well, the Bible, and I'm not going to quote any verses, you could do your own biblical research. It does say that you could renew after every 7 years. So it seems to sanction a Chapter 7 bankruptcy. Again, my name is Brian Figueroa of the law firm Figueroa & Associates. This is Ask the Lawyer. You got questions, we got answers. The number to call, the number to keep, the number to share is 855-768-8845. Again, 855-768-8845. Wherever there is debt, i.e., debt like you owe money, debt like you can't pay your bills, debt like you're losing your home, your wife will want to divorce you. You know how women are, they like to blame the men, right? Well, I'm not Trump, and I'm not saying that we women should be blamed, okay? But yeah, marital issues. So what does debt do in a marriage? It breaks it down. Whether the wife lose her job or the husband lose their job and you can't pay your bills, people argue and argue and argue. So if you're going to have an increase in the price of goods, i.e. tariffs, if you're going to have problems because interest rates are going up and there's inflation and you cannot pay your mortgage, these are serious issues. And they normally do lead to marital issues. Yes, we practice matrimonial law. We don't counsel. Get your counseling before you come to the lawyer. And most times when they meet with their lawyer, that's what they do. In fact, most people don't do their divorces until the beginning of a new year. i.e., they had Christmas by themselves or with their children. The husband or the wife was wrong and they say, look, it's time to bring this thing to an end because, hey, life could be better with someone else. The way the economy is structured now, it takes 2 or 3 households to actually get that, family expenses paid, because the gap between the rich and the poor is growing. And Trump is going to make it even worse. Yes, that's statistics from when he had his first 4 years. So we're going to have another 4 years of the same. How do I know? Okay, you go to Reuters and they have a summary of all the things that Trump promised. And if he goes by this script, which he normally does, it means that it ain't going to be good for you. When you have the richest man in the world, what's his face? The guy who owned Tesla, campaigning for you, giving out $1 million lottery, those are the dudes that will benefit from the Trump administration. So, whether you voted for Trump or you voted for Kamala, it really doesn't make a difference anymore. And if you voted for Trump for whatever reasons and you just ignored reality, well, this is a wake-up call. In life, what you sow is what you're going to reap. And hopefully, I am wrong. But unfortunately, being a learned attorney, very intelligent guy, Brooklyn, New York, came from Trinidad and Tobago. We could go through all my qualifications, which I'm proud of. I'm a very intelligent dude. And unfortunately, the education that I have received in America, like the education, that Trump he wasn't well educated, sorry. Yes, so it is a fact. So 2025 until 2029, unfortunately, what are we going to do? You better budget well. You better obviously, try to have some second job or third job like most of us do, and try to make ends meet. Love you guys. Love you ladies. This is Brian Figueroa, the law firm of Figueroa & Associates. Ask the Lawyer. Give us a call. 855-768-8845. Again, 855-768-8845. If you hear the siren in the background, I think they're coming for Trump. Peace.
Do you have a legal issue, question, or concern? Turn to Ask the Lawyer. You have questions? We've got answers. For a consultation or to refer a client, visit www.askthelawyer.us. Again, www.askthelawyer.us. You can also register for our paralegal program, get legal news, business consults, or other information on educational issues. Yes, Ask the Lawyer. You have questions? We've got answers. For a consultation or to refer a client, visit www.askthelawyer.us. Again, www.askthelawyer.us.